Happy Saturday, YouTube. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about something that a lot of agents are not talking about, and that's TCPA violations as well as DNC violations. And if you've never heard of that, it's something you should really look into, especially if you're picking up the phone to either make appointments or sell insurance over the phone or sell anything by that regard. It's important you understand how those laws work. And I'll give you an example of how easy it is for an agent to make mistakes when it comes to those two types of violations. So, the last few weeks, we've been working with one of my good friends, setting up an appointment strategy for him. So, he can focus on selling and running appointments. And we're helping him with, the outsourcing of the appointment setter and really just building that strategy up. But at the same time, we got to go through compliance. And we come across TCPA and DNC. And in this case, my buddy, he's providing all the leads to us, and all we're doing is doing the dialing. So in one of the leads that he purchased, 351 leads, these were $9 each. And, they were web leads. And he purchased, 350 of these leads that were sold called new. And he went ahead and passed them over to us. And before we start dialing to make those appointments on his behalf, we're going to go and check that the DNC is met. And that is, what we do is check every phone number to see if they are on the do not call registry. And if they are, then, we need to make sure that we have the birth date of that lead or the TCPA opt-in request, whether it's voice, electronic, or written, so we can definitely understand how many days we have to call without having to check the do not call registry. So we went ahead and did that. And out of those 350 calls, leads, there was 109 of those that were registered on the National Do Not Call Registry. Out of those 109, one of them was a known complainer to the Do Not Call Registry, meaning that person or that lead is known for making complaints. And then one of them was an actual documented litigator that had registered that phone number and was posing as a client. Wow. Now, just because all those numbers were on the Do Not Call registry does not make it illegal to call that number. That's why the TCPA opt-in is so important. And what is that again? The TCPA opt-in, once again, is the exact moment in time that the client requested that information. So if I purchase this web lead under the premise it was for final expense, and I don't know exactly the day that lead called in, signed a direct mail, I don't know the date, and I go over 90 days, and at day 91 I make that phone call, and that person just happens to be someone that tells you, hey, I'm on the Do Not Call registry, I'm going to file a complaint, then at that point in time, you're looking at a possible Do Not Call registry complaint as well as a TCPA complaint and violation. And that can get very expensive. Each violation for DNC can be upwards of $40,000. TCPA can be upwards of $15,000 per violation. So again, and this is something that I see a lot that agents make the mistake of, is that they buy these leads thinking they're new, but that lead has to have a date that it was opted in or it was originated. From that moment in time, under the TCPA guidelines, we have 90 days where we can legally call that number, regardless if they are registered on the National Do Not Call Registry. But we can only call for 90 days. On day 91, we lose that privilege or that protection of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. We lose it. And even if you have that piece of paper or you have that opt-in, if it's after 90 days from the moment in time it was originated and you did not check the Do Not Call registry to make sure that phone number was not on that list, and that person makes a complaint, you're going to be looking at some serious fines. So, if you'd like to learn more about that, give me a call. I've talked about this in the past, and I keep seeing this more and more, and it really is a problem for agents, especially the ones that don't know. And you're buying leads and you don't know what age those leads are, and you're making cold calls. You're just bound to get in trouble with one of these litigators or people that like to make complaints. Like I said, out of these 350 leads, there was 109 records on the DNC. One of them was a documented litigator. And if those leads that were purchased were not within those 90 days of that TCPA opt-in, then we're looking at a major headache and a major lawsuit. So make sure that you guys are aware of that. Again, if you'd like to learn more about it, give me a call. I'll definitely explain to you, give you some more information, some more resources. But first step is go to the National Do Not Call Registry and type in your phone number and see if it comes up as registered. Sometimes you'll notice that you'll be able to see when it was registered, the date and time, and it will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So you guys enjoy your Saturday, and see you guys at the top. Peace.